Hello Aries, and welcome to our video for the week of November 20th to 26th, 2023. This reading is for you if you are an Aries Sun, Aries Rising, Aries Moon, or have another significant Aries placement in your chart. And if you are watching this other than the week of November 20th, 26th, if you felt called to do so, then there's probably a message in here for you. So it's okay that it's not those exact dates. Those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Glad to have you here. And for those who are returning, welcome back. It's good to see you again. This is, just counting for myself here. Okay. These readings are done astrologically. If you are not familiar with the way my channel works, these are done according to the 12 houses of astrology, and I start by using an Egyptian system known as cartouche, and then I will clarify with a tarot deck. In this case, we are going to use the Osho Zen Tarot as our clarifier for the week. So let's begin at the beginning here. So clarify this reading, please, for Aries. What does Aries need to know for this upcoming week, the 20th to the 26th? Okay, so let's see what we get. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. 5, 6. Okay. I feel like those two have to go together. Let's see. One more card. Whoops, there it is. Okay. We are ready to begin. Okay, so let me grab my crystal that I used to connect. Okay, so let's begin at the beginning here. First house is your house, Aries. This is the house of how you present yourself to the world, your personality, and how people see you. And yeah, we've got somebody here with the totality card who is totally focused on what they are doing. Totality is a card, as you can see, there's the trapeze artists here, and one is they're making their swing from the one trapeze. They have to grab onto the other. So this requires complete and total focus. So this is the idea that you are completely singularly focused on something right now. And we have it with Hathor. So Hathor can indicate a couple of different things. For a woman's reading, this could indicate that you are very much sorting out your own domestic matters, perhaps career matters, something that you are personally invested in, whether it's a person, relationship, situation, project. There's strong feminine energy here. For some of you, it jumps into my head that this may actually have to do with a specific woman. For some people, it might be their mother. I'm not sure. But there's definitely this strong, almost empress kind of energy here in the first house. So I think overall, the sense is that you are completely and totally focused on something either relating to the home and family, or to some kind of a venture, some kind of seeds that you've planted that you are trying to grow. So this is reflected in how you are with other people. So as the first house has to do with not only your self-care, your body, and what you're doing for yourself, but also what you talk to people about, like what you identify with and what people are hearing you say. So yeah, there's some particular thing that you are very, very focused on right now, and this is affecting the way that you not only see yourself, but the way others see you. Second house is Taurus. This has to do with your finances. Okay, so we've got the Page of Pentacles, the Abundance card, the Adventure card, with the the Wing Disc. And yeah, Wing Disc is great because if you've been having financial difficulties, this definitely indicates overcoming that. This is financial success. And we have it with the Adventure card. Now, the Page of Pentacles, as you can see, this is about embarking on an exciting new beginning. So this could be a new project. It could be a new job for somebody. It could just be a new whole path to making money or to finance. But, something is definitely in its infancy. For some of you, this could be a decision to return to school, perhaps, to learn another skill. Again, it'll vary. Take it as it resonates. But yeah, but there's definitely the sense of success here. So you may be either just doing very well with money, and if money has been an issue, then this is definitely a good omen that you are going to overcome those difficulties. Third house is Gemini energy, and this has to do with communications and messages that you've received. And this is interesting because you have the Ankh with the Devil card, which is the conditioning card. It's interesting how the devil appears in this deck, because this is the lion who thinks that he's a sheep until another lion takes him to a pool of water and he looks in and sees his own face. So this is more about the idea that you have been living as a sheep when you are a lion. Okay, so you have been held back by something. The devil card usually indicates some kind of attachment that we have that we've not been able to let go of. Some area where perhaps we feel we are powerless, but it's actually showing us that we have power. Now with Ankh, now in the house of messages, this could be a message. This could be a message of love, because Ankh does strongly have to do with love and with desire. It could even be lust with the devil, to be quite honest. Something that might be coming through. But really, I think fundamentally, this feels more like this is some kind of a message or some kind of a start with somebody that's going to help you reclaim your power, that's going to help you break these attachments and stop seeing yourself as this sheep and seeing yourself as the strong person that you actually are. This house, it usually indicates messages that are coming in. It can have to do with self-effort, so this could be related to business concerns. Sometimes it's related to family in the sense of siblings, brothers or sisters, or something like that. But definitely there's this sense of some kind of a very powerful message coming in, either a very powerful message connected to passion in some way, or just something very powerful that helps you find your joy and put yourself back in your power. So this is very good. There's a very strong message coming in. The first thing that did jump in my head when I saw that is a message about love. So I don't know, it's somebody here that maybe is a specific message, but there may be just something coming in there. And definitely, okay, what's coming, the phrase coming into my mind is don't sell yourself short. When you see this message or get something, don't doubt yourself, don't back off, don't sell yourself short. Okay, that's what's coming into my mind. Okay, fourth house. This has to do with your security, has to do with your home, your physical home where you live, whether you be a renter or an owner of a home. And it also has to do with family. Very strongly. Now, okay, we've got the politics card, the Seven of Swords, with the with the Sphinx card. So, okay, absolutely, these cards together, somebody has a secret. This could be somebody in the family. Somebody in the family could be telling a lie, or just has been keeping information back from you. There's definitely this sense of something either connected to the home or the family where you don't have all the information, or the information you've been given is false. In some way, there's some kind of a secret here that needs to be revealed. And the result of this, whatever's being held back, whatever information is not being shared, this is a card of sabotage. Politics is about somebody not telling you something, either because they're manipulating you or a situation, or who knows. Sometimes it has to do with self-sabotage, especially with the devil here next door. The conditioning card, I feel like this could be a situation where you are, you could be playing politics with others, they could be playing politics with you. But seeing it with the Sphinx, which has to do with things that are withheld, with secrets, I feel like this pretty strongly is an indicator that there's something, again, either connected to the place you're living. Maybe if you're a renter, it's something your landlord's not telling you. If you're a homeowner, maybe there's something you're going to find out about work done on your house or something like that. Or it could have to do with family and a family member. There could be somebody within your family who is there may be security that's in doubt about something or about somebody's living situation, because a truth is not being told here somewhere. So just be careful. Any news you get about your home and family, there could be somebody who's not telling you something. Fifth house is the house of Leo. Fourth house, I think I mentioned, or maybe I didn't, it was Cancer energy. This is the house of Leo, and this has to do with children, love affairs, and also projects that you might have. And wow, this is really nice. You've got the integration card along with water. So this indicates something that is moving along. Integration is the same as the temperance card. and also the art card in the Crowley deck. And so this is the idea of integrating things that are opposites, bringing things together in your life that are contradictory. Now, this could literally be in terms of a project. This may be, again, this could be connected to a lover or love affair. If it is connected to love, it would, this is strong Sagittarius energy, so I don't know. I mean, that, again, the sign may or may not apply, but that is the sign associated with this card. And it can also, but again, also can have to do with one of your children. In any case, there is definitely something about movement or change. For some people, this literally could mean a journey or a trip, but I feel like there's something very strongly emotional here. Like there's some kind of something very creative and emotional that's coming out. So there may be a lot of feeling or a lot of ways, a lot of focus perhaps on something that may be of a creative nature for you. Okay, and if it has to do with a relationship, then I would suggest that this has to do with, with something perhaps, if something has felt stagnant, there's this idea of movement and of incorporating things that perhaps have seemed contradictory. That's the other aspect of that card. Sixth house has to do with health and also with worry, and it could have to do with a particular job that you have as well. And this is the house of Virgo and Virgo energy. And okay, so we've got Thoth here in this house. So for some people, there might be some worries or concerns about health. Again, now, just to be clear, I do not make any kind of medical diagnoses in these readings, and nothing should be taken as such. But this could either be where maybe you've been thinking about something with your health, maybe if you haven't been feeling 100%, or maybe you're just focusing on getting your health in good order. Certainly in the first house here, when we see Hathor, another possibility here being this has to do with the body and self-cares. Maybe you're committing yourself to a better eating plan or something like that. There's something there connected to potentially to health there. But you have it with the Six of Rainbows here, or the Six of Pentacles, which in this deck is known as the Compromise card. Now, Six of Pentacles traditionally is about somebody who offers assistance, somebody who is helping. But compromise could mean a situation in which somebody is like literally compromising their truth, where they might, in the interest of safety, maybe trying to saying, okay, well, I'm willing to give up this thing that really matters to me, just to be able to have this particular security or something. There's like a compromise we're making to stay in a particular position, but it's a false compromise, and ultimately it compromises our own truth. So I don't know. So the sense of this card, I feel like this, now in that case, this feels more like something that has to do with a job for me. I mean, it could have to do with health. I mean, it could be somebody who just says, well, I'll just do this one thing and I'm sure it'll be fine, and maybe it's not. But there's definitely a sense here that Thoth to me has to do with healing, and it also may have to do with change, like karmic change, changes that it's time for them to happen. So in that case, I would suggest that it's not time to make compromises. I feel like it's saying that this is a time when you have to stand in your own truth, because there may be some kind of changes. This may relate to your worries as well. It doesn't have to do with health. And there's just this idea that something may be changing, and the one thing you don't want to do is compromise your truth. I mean, there may be somebody who comes in to help you out a little bit with a situation, but ultimately, you don't. I think that the scenario that comes into mind, and this may or may not apply to you, so this is not absolute, but somebody, say, who wants to leave a job, but there's somebody who's saying, well, maybe wants to offer you something, or maybe you decide, well, it's a good idea just to hang on to this for a little longer because, something may happen with this, or, oh, look, there's a good opportunity here. But somehow something about the situation is false. Something about the situation has to end. In some way, you are compromising your own truth, okay? So don't be tempted by certain kinds of offers and things that sound good. The fact that I'm also seeing this down in the fourth house here of family, I don't know. I almost feel like there's some kind of a situation where you feel you have to compromise, or maybe there's just some thought that you have that may sabotage a particular situation, because you may be trying to make a change, you might be afraid, and so you might be trying to find all of these ways to try to keep things the way that they were, so to speak. But really, what you do need to do is make a break and to move ahead and to focus your energy on that, and not allow yourself to have to fall back into a complacent kind of position here. So yeah, there's something here about not allowing yourself to be tempted back into complacency. This seems to be a theme here, to definitely go ahead with your projects and plans. Okay, 7th house has to do with Libra energy. This is about relationships, and this is interesting because you're Aries, and this is a card of Aries here. Osiris. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. Osiris is a card of Sagittarius, so we've got double Sagittarius. So for somebody, Sagittarius is important here. But either way, I feel like this could be another fire sign like yourself. It doesn't necessarily have to be. This card could also just simply be relating to this, kind of standing alone and standing in your own power. So I feel like this card is, for some people, it may just be that you could be the strong person in a relationship, or you could just be trying to stand strong in your own power and in your own judgments. Now you have it. This is interesting because you have both the 10 and the 5 of Swords here with it. The 10 of Swords being the rebirth card here, and this one being the comparison card. So yeah, it's funny because you have this show of strength. The comparison card in this particular deck means that you are in some way, this has to do with partnerships or relationships, thinking you're not good enough or somebody's better than you. And it's just so funny because I'm seeing this down here. For somebody, this is a relationship situation where you are holding yourself back because you think, I'm sure this is going to be something that's going to come to an end. I'm sure that this person has somebody better than me, that I don't measure up. And you are fine just as you are over here. Don't allow that crap to get in your way. I mean, again, this may be very specific to one person because not everybody, some people are perfectly happy in their relationships, their marriages, whatever it is. If we are talking about a situation where we're talking about you are in a relationship already, then this rebirth and comparison, yeah, there could be something that's going on with your spouse, with you, somebody making a change, something coming to an end. And as this, whatever situation in this relationship that is changing, this card again is saying, don't allow yourself to get caught up in comparisons. Don't say, well, that one does it this way, or I'm not going to I'm not going to measure up to that one. There just seems to be some kind of a situation where you may be placing a yardstick of yourself against somebody else, and you don't really want to do that. You're stand in your own power within this relationship or partnership situation. Okay. 8th house is Scorpio energy, and Scorpio is the house mainly of transformation. It has to do with other people's money as well, but it can also have to do with, I think it's the house, sex, death, the occult, all kinds of things. Scorpio energy runs very, very deep. And you have the card of transformation in the house of transformation. So yeah, you are definitely at a phase where something is changing. You have with the abundance card, which is the King of Pentacles. So this could be a change that's coming about in business or in terms of your finances. There could be, because this is being at the top of your game here. Now, specifically within the Osho Zen deck, this card, the abundance card, this guy on here is called Zorba the Buddha. So in other words, he's very, very tantric, actually, in the sense that, and it actually reminds me of the element of this card as well, because he is both the Zorba character, who's this very sensual character, but also the Buddha, who we think of as being, aesthetic and spiritual and so forth. So the Zorba the Buddha is the person who is both spiritual and material at the same time, has those things in balance. And again, this is a card of abundance, so this is good. This suggests a new beginning that is going to bring abundance and is going to bring that kind of balance into your life. So whatever changes are happening right now, and I feel like some of these might be around relationships or love for some of you, because this card is very Nietzschean. It's about the movement from the camel to the lion to the boy, and that's from Zarathustra. And the idea is that whatever phase you're in right now, whether you're feeling great, whether you're feeling depressed, whether you're feeling happy, whatever it is, you're going to be moving. You keep going. You're moving into something new here, and this new thing is going to bring abundance and balance. Okay, 9th house has to do with this is Sagittarius energy. This has to do with expansion. It's ruled by Jupiter, this house, so there's an idea of either long-distance travel or going somewhere. And again, has to do with higher ed, has to do with our philosophy of life, our beliefs, what our values are and our beliefs, how we live our lives. And we have the twins with the Ace of Swords here. So we have the consciousness card with this. Okay, so some really stark clarity is coming. This has to do with a partnership or a relationship of some kind. This could be a relationship at a distance, being it's in the travel house. So this could be somebody far away. There could be, for some people, this could have to do with, again, it could have to do with higher ed. It could have to do with, it could be a teacher, a professor, a mentor, somebody like that, like when I see the twins here. Or it could be a relationship that occurs in a circle where you're either a spiritual community of some kind or in a higher ed setting that may specifically apply for some person. Either way, there's this idea of somebody who is either a significant relationship or a significant mentor of some kind who might be somebody at a distance, okay, just because of that. But it could just be somebody who's going to open up your eyes to something. And you have it with this consciousness card, this Ace of Swords. So this is a powerful new beginning. This is a new way of thinking. So yeah, I'm seeing all these cards, Aries, of you, certain things coming to an end, certain ideas coming to an end, things that are self-limiting, self-sabotaging, okay? This is starting to become clearer to me. You're doing something different. This is all about, it's time to think about things in a new way. It's time to throw out old ways of thinking that may be holding you back seems like to be about relationships in particular, but in general, I mean, I just think in how maybe you even just interact with the world in general. You want to think about that. Okay. Okay, so now we have the 10th house. This is Capricorn energy. This has to do with your career, fame, and reputation. And here we've got the Capricorn card in the Capricorn house. So again, you're hard at work. I'm seeing this totality up here down the first house. Definitely someone hard at work. You're trying to build something, trying to make something happen for yourself. And you have it with the 7 of rainbows or 7 of pentacles, which is the patience card. And as you can see, this is the woman who is pregnant with something, and she is simply in a phase of waiting. So this just indicates to me that you are building something and you need to wait to see the results. But this, of course, indicates, if you see how far along she is in her pregnancy, and we see all the different moon phases up here, whatever it is coming soon. So what is called for you right now is to persevere and to be patient. Okay, so the 11th house, this is Aquarius energy. So this has to do with friendships, goals, networks, your hopes and wishes, things like that. So we've got Seth here. So there seems to be some kind of anxiety about something or some obstacle. Could be an obstacle to something that you want. It could be a little bit of a quarrel or something with a friend. That is always possible here. Our second card to elucidate that, we have Bast or Bastet. So Bast has to do with, Bast has to do with intuition. It has to do with the things that make us happy, specifically music, dancing, things like that. I don't know. I feel compelled to say that because I feel like this may apply to somebody here. But this could just have to do with one's happiness or with one's, I don't know. Like here, there's some situation in which maybe you feel like you've had to be cautious with somebody, tiptoe around them. Maybe you've been trying to socialize or get together with someone and there's been obstacles, it's not been working out, or you don't really see how it's going to work out. But Basta ultimately seems to indicate, kind of going with the flow, following your intuition on something. You have it with the 6 of Wands, which is the card of success and visibility. So whatever it is that you're worried about being held back, I mean, there's definitely a victory coming in here for you, okay? You'll definitely be riding the tiger here, as they say. So I would not necessarily look at the facts of a situation right now if you feel held back. It could be that you don't have all the information yet, or there just could be something that hasn't happened yet, or there may be something that needs to be cleared out of the way first before something can move ahead. 12th house, this is Pisces energy, and this has to do with this has to do with what's hidden and perhaps the fears that you have about something. And we have the healing card with the Buckle of Isis. So this to me is a very clear sign that some healing is going on for you on an unconscious level, some kind of hurts. The fact that I see it opposite here, opposite this healing card in the 6th house, makes me think that this actually has to do with, this actually could be emotional healing of some kind. There could be something, and this is suggesting that there may be fears around something that you have to give up, okay? Because Buckle of Isis says we give something up, we sacrifice something, but we're rewarded for it in the end. I mean, this is a card of abundance and fertility, but not without work, not without effort or something that's being given up. And there may be especially seeing kind of the patience card up here, there may be the sense of, is the work worth it for something? Now there's a number 7 up on that card, and there's a 2 + 5 is 7 here as well. So I don't know, number 7 keeps coming into my head. That's for some people that could have to do with something happening 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months, not really sure entirely. Nonetheless, there is this idea that you should not be afraid of work, the work that you need to do, especially work that you need to do on healing yourself. It might be easy in a particular situation to just stay where you are, but that's not what's being called for here. This is you're being called into a new way of thinking, and this is definitely going to be in connection with somebody, whether this has to do with a love relationship, a business partnership, or not, just some kind of significant partnership here, where somebody's going to come in and either be the catalyst for this or be the helper through this. Okay, overall, we have Nepenthes with the 10 of Pentacles, which is the We Are the World card. Nepenthes is about, just what I just said up here, things that have not happened yet. So there's still a lot here that is maybe not clear, where maybe you feel like you need to withdraw and think about some things for a while. But this is definitely saying that these areas where you feel there's more information that you need to get. Like when I see this down here, with this hidden stuff in terms of your home, when I see all these changes coming in relationships, and I see you getting communications, and maybe you think you're not as good, or you have to stay where you are. But then we have it with this, that the We Are the World card means get out there, be with the community, share your abundance with the community. This is not a time to retreat, okay? And 10 of Pentacles is also a card, this is a card of happiness. This is family happiness, marriage, material abundance, having lots of security, lots of money. So again, like last week, I think we had a very good reading for you. This is also good, but there definitely seems to be this sense that you may be having doubts about yourself and maybe sabotaging yourself in some way. You may be very, very focused on a particular goal or outcome with something. And I feel like particularly in terms of relationships, you may be reluctant to make some changes, but it is absolutely time for a change. That's it for you for this week, Aries. Thanks so much for listening. We'll see you next week.